I still see people forgetting to use this thing called the internet. It is very powerful. It is like, you know, the goose that laid the golden egg that they used to tell in childhood stories, or Jack and the Beanstalk. Wasn't Jack and the Beanstalk about like they were trying to, yeah, but there was some money thing in it or something. I forget what it was. Somehow related to money. Maybe I'm mixing. About the beans. Okay, I'm thinking of the goose that laid the golden egg. That's what everybody wanted. Sorry, my childhood story knowledge is very weak these days. I'm kidding. I'm not quite a child anymore. But the goose that laid the golden egg, it exists. The money-making machine, money on trees, it kind of exists and kind of doesn't. At the risk of being accused, I get accused sometimes of being get-rich-quick scheme. Tai sells hopes and dreams. He should sell depression and nightmares. That's what I'm going to start saying. Shame on me for selling hopes and dreams. What else are you going to sell? By the way, you want to be good at sales? Sell hopes and dreams. Real ones, not fake ones. Maybe what they mean is Tai. When people don't like me, they're like, Tai sells fake hope and dreams. Not really. If I tell people you can make a living without being a 9-to-5 cubicle job, is that still like, I remember when I first started telling people to sell on the internet, it was still kind of new and people were like, internet, man. And then like billionaire after billionaire was created after dropping out of college with the internet, and people are like, okay, maybe there's something to this. I got asked to speak with Chris Paul's a friend of mine, plays in the NBA. We got asked to speak at this community service government. It was kind of a government thing. We get there, it's all these kids, and it turns out, I did not know this, the program is like to encourage kids to go to college, which is great. I have nothing against that. I was happy to be there, and they come around, they got the big camera on Chris Paul, and they're like, Chris, tell the kids why they should stay in college. Why did you stay in college? And he's like, I didn't stay in college. I dropped out and was drafted by the Charlotte Hornets and went on to make a lot of money. I think this year or last year he signed a $150 million contract or something like that. And then they're like, Tai, you've been successful as an entrepreneur. Why'd you stay in college? And I'm like, oh, yeah. And then afterwards, me and Chris looked at each other like, I think they invited the wrong two guys here. But anyway, going back to whatever I was talking about, hopes and dreams. What was I saying? Meandering like I do sometimes. Rewind my brain. Going back 5, going back 6. Number 6 was. Thank you. Thank you, Zach. Zach has a great memory, actually. He is the Rain Man of my friends. Definitely. How many jelly beans did you drop? Or whatever it was, Tic Tacs that he dropped. Remember that in Rain Man? Toothpicks. 425, learn to use the internet to sell. It becomes an extension. It works when you're sleeping. There is nothing that sells better than the internet. If you don't believe me, ask Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg, who runs the ad platform. That's how they make money on Facebook, by the way. Google, ask Google. Largest part of Google revenue is from ads. People are like, Tai, everything should be free like Google. I'm like, are you stupid? Or just ignorant? Or both? Combined. Stignorant. Stupid/ignorant. Nothing's free in this world, by the way. But the internet is as close as you're going to get to a money-making machine for your sales. So build a funnel to generate leads. That's what I started doing back in 2002. It worked when I was in the nightclub business. I used the internet and email marketing to continue to drive new people to the clubs and the nightlife events that I ran. And I've had thousands of people show up to the point where my biggest problem was the fire marshal shutting things down. I see nightclubs and they're just like, all right, you go to Vegas, these massive nightclubs. They don't even collect people's email address. If I own one of those clubs, I go, we got a faster line, short line, and a fast line. We got 3 lines. VIP line for the people who buy tables. You buy a $50,000 table in Vegas, you get in without waiting. Then we got the second line, which is like the preferred VIP line. That's just people on our email list or our text list. You double opt in. We send you, add your email. Here's an iPad. You fill it out. I used to do something similar to this. And then the third line is for everybody too stupid to join the email list. They got to wait in a long ass line. Well, guess what? They would be collecting hundreds of thousands of emails. Then once a month, they could go, if you're in Vegas, we're doing a special thing here. But no, people are still trying to do old school sales. There's people with Rolodexes, or there are people even using CRMs. They're not properly using their email list. They're not properly understanding how to create a lead generation funnel. They're not using social media. By the way, social media is extensions of internet. I got millions of followers because it's like a very long, large sales funnel. If I get 100 million people to watch my stuff, the top of my sales funnel is automated, and it's not in the 7 figures. It's not in the 8 figures. It's in the 9+ figures. That's a lot. And therefore, whenever I need to sell something, when you start with the top of the funnel wide, you make a lot of money, even if only a small percentage of people buy. And so you got to master the internet and the digital age. If you're still 100% reliant on, and a lot of salespeople think they're up to date. They're like, look, Ty, I'm on, Infusionsoft, or look, Ty, I'm on Salesforce. And I'm like, woo, you figured out a CRM? We were using CRMs in '02. Okay, '02. That's not up to date. It's like you're almost 2 decades away from that. What is even more cutting edge? SMS marketing. There's chat bots. There's simple email lists, but an email list needs to be emailed often, or else it gets stale, stagnant, and people don't open because they don't know who you are. Your unsubscribe rate and your complaint rates go up, and then your delivery goes down. So you got to develop out like a full 360, to use an old cheesy digital consultant word. Go 360, man. Like, you got your social media, you got your phone sales, you might even still be sending out letters, you have your email list, you have your SMS, boom, 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 you have your video marketing, you have your Instagram, your Facebook. Get 360 on this thing. Trust me, I can tell you, people accuse me of whatever they want. People love me, people don't always love me. But nobody says this dude doesn't know how to reach people. And nobody says Ty doesn't have a 360 funnel. You know you're in trouble when I'm starting to talk in the third person, by the way. So I don't like to say Ty. It's a very weird way. By the way, reading people, narcissists often speak in third world. I have a Stalin book for some reason behind me somewhere. And Stalin, we put it at the bottom. There it is. Right there. Oops. It's very confusing to, it's right there. It's very backwards because I got a confidence monitor. Anyway, Stalin started out as a very normal guy, and by the end, he would only speak about himself, not only, but often speak of himself in the third person. Stalin was an A, by the way. I would guess he was an A. A little too action-oriented. A little too aggressive. I think he's responsible for his own son killing and 60 million people. Yeah, don't try to sell to Stalin. The Stalin type needs to be just cut out of your sales funnel. Just put them in the unsubscribe list.